I'm Shivani Wazir Pasreech, and I'd like to welcome you all on behalf of the Kunwar Viyogi Memorial Trust to the Kunwar Viyogi Utsav. Today is the fifth Utsav. The first four were held in Jammu in the city of Temple Bells live, and people thronged to see what was it that Poonam Jamwal was putting together. What was it that Nisha was supporting? What was it that Kunwar Viyogi had left behind as a heritage? He was a man in service of the nation, but at a very young age, he discovered he had a talent, or rather a passion for writing. And that passion culminated in his first book, for which he got the Sahitya Academy Award when he was as young as 38 years old. Ghar is epic, and his works are part of the MA in Dogri program in Jammu University. So what started out as a way to give direction to our heritage of Dogri, where is it going? Can we help it reach somewhere? And for that, this trust was set up and started out with giving scholarships to young people, to students in colleges and schools to achieve excellence in this field. Slowly, an app was set up so that more people could have access to Dogri and could enhance their knowledge as well as their heritage. And then before long, culture is the one language that reaches out and speaks to all. So before long, compositions were made of Dogri songs, and these were shared on various platforms. It wasn't long before the Kunwar Viyogi Utsav began, and this is the first Utsav in our country, the first Utsav of India to go live like this online. We have 7 days of fantastic programming, but what begins with a good energy is what sustains through not just 7 days, but a lifetime. And that's what our heritage is about. It's about a lifetime of people contributing, of a culture evolving, and we cannot afford for it to just disappear. Anuj, we're so happy to have you here with us because I know you've been juggling between mediums, but to have you here with us on this very special event is great. And you're working on a series of ink on paper and large scale canvases as well, experimenting and surprising both your fans and your critics. Would you like to tell us about your work and how you've journeyed and changed what you're doing given the current scenario?
Sure. Actually, when I first started doing this last year, like just before COVID started, I was just in the process of experimenting with different mediums. But then as COVID started, basically supply started to run short, So I couldn't get some of the large scale canvases that I wanted anymore. And so that kind of pushed me into trying a different medium, something that I could do at home. And getting the paper was still a little bit easier. So it just happened by circumstance. But then I just kind of fell in love with that medium, and it was a very different way for me to express myself. I noticed that based on the scale of the work, my work comes out very different. So I'm working on something that's like a 8 feet size, like 24 inches or less. And then I work on something that's 7.5 feet, and the work comes out completely different. And so it's been very interesting to see that I use different colors, or I will use even a different theme, or the whole theme of the project will change based on the medium that I'm using. So it's been quite interesting to me because, again, during the COVID time and everything, even I couldn't even get paper anymore because I couldn't order it online. I started looking for things around the house. And actually, I have these carpets, kind of like small carpets, like rugs, around the dining table thing. And I just started picking them up and started painting on them. And enamel paint was so easy to get. So I started painting with that on the carpet. So I was literally just dying to be creative while I was stuck at home. And I started using whatever I could find around the house. So I've got canvases that have, the tape recorder tapes that we used to have back in the 80s and 90s. So I've taken out all that tape, and I've actually created some work out of that. And because I had that lying around at home, and I didn't have access to paint at some point, but I didn't want to stop making something, doing something creative at home. So that led me to making 4 completely different mediums and getting really comfortable with them now. So I think if I put it all in one exhibition, it would look like 4 different people had worked on it. And I think that's something I've learned about myself during this COVID time, that I am a different person when I get to go out and meet people and be social. And my personality changes a lot when I'm at home for a long period of time. And whether I'm speaking to a lot of friends or I'm kind of being secluded, everything changes, including my mental process and what comes out. So
that's true.
A lot of the points have already been covered by all these people already. Those are some of the things that I was thinking about. I've had a client before buy one of my paintings just by looking at it on WhatsApp and saying, I want that, don't even show it to anybody. And then they kept it for 3 months, and then they came over and they saw some new work, which was much larger and more expensive, and they loved it. They said, I switched this out because I love this even more. So I think that can certainly happen more and more now that because people won't actually get to be able to see the work in a gallery like this. But the one another separate point that hasn't been made that I like to bring up is I really hope that there's a way to not reduce, but kind of filter out the kind of work that's available so that it doesn't kind of happen to what happened with photography when cell phones came out and everybody became a photographer. I think it kind of dilutes the whole process if everybody becomes a painter. I would love if everybody paints all the time, but for people that are doing it as a profession or commercially, I kind of feel like people are going to have to start working a lot harder. Will be it curators or the galleries. So because a dukaan khol ke kaam nahi chalega. You know, you can't just open a gallery and people come and buy it. They're going to act because everybody basically a virtual gallery in their computer now. So
Yes.
they're really going to have to make it to differentiate themselves. And I'm very curious to see how they'll do it because I think they're going to have to work twice as hard now.
Absolutely. I'm going to